what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties back to laugh. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. Okay, tools you can use to uplift your kinfolk them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your bored. So welcome Mr. Martin, this is ethnic ish and more. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.
I feel blessed as fuck. Funny how worst times always bringing out the best in us. Don't check for he unless let's talk about the chicks and such. I need them days to be my living tonight. This my life. This was meant for me. Was meant to be my life. Was wrong mapped out intentionally. Blue trap up next. I'm on that next, but pay attention to me. If you ain't heard, then come and get you some life. It's so sorry, man. I don't know what to tell them. I got the whole up bumping me. I'm on my cocoa melon. Love what's gon' love, haters gon' hate it. Better know I let them. What's on your plate ain't feeding my appetite. That shit too light. Bitch, I came up from mud. If you maneuver through them nutrients, you know what's up. If you a native, baby, try to pass up for the love. Cause they say that shit don't live here, but I've been going up. Going up on the love. I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on their nerves, on their ass. I say. I don't really give a fuck what that nigga gotta say about me. I was trapped in my mind, shackled my favorite time, but this time I know who I am and I'm free. I don't really give a fuck what that nigga gotta say about me. I was trapped in my mind, shackled my favorite time, but this time I know who I am and I'm free. I'm free.
Hey, oh, no, that's not on the neighborhood. Niggas fuck up. I thought I turned the auto DJ off. My bad. Don't get mad. Real nigga in this bitch. What's happening though, man? Turn up, and turn it on up. Hold on, my charger is overturning my mic. We back on another episode of Ethnic Issue More, episode number 37 of season 2, Comedic Relief. Y'all know we love to laugh in this biatch. I mean, laughter is very well for the soul, man. But before we get too far into this show, I'm your boy NicoThaGreat.
Man, it's the Past Master hollering at y'all.
Man, we do this wonderful thing we call postal podcasting, meaning rain, sleet, or snow.
We in this hole, and it's raining like a motherfucker.
Man, is it raining again?
Oh, man.
I did not know.
Man, it's stormed my whole way here.
Damn, didn't nobody, you ever got like when didn't nobody tell me nothing? I ain't heard nobody, probably because I had the music turned up loud than a motherfucker. And then shit, even though I turned it down, I still ain't hear nothing. But I know we had field day today at the school.
Oh, that shit got canceled.
Well, no, we still had that bitch. Because it rained.
Rain?
No, so look what happened.
Okay.
It rained in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we got to school, it dried up. So the people came just to set up. We did half of the field day in the school, in the gym, but we had 2 bounce houses. So we had them at the crib. I mean, not the crib, outside.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Rob Strauss.
What up, Rob?
DC.
What up, Rob?
What's happening? But yeah, bro, so we had the bounce house and shit. It was cool for a minute. It was cool for like a good hour and a half outside, sunny, all that shit. Then out of nowhere, I just come back from the cafeteria. The kids running in the building. That motherfucker, shoosh, that shit just started coming down on their ass.
Man, I was in the middle of talking to my students, man. It was my last day with my B-Day classes for my seniors.
Okay.
So I was just giving that last little knowledge before graduation and shit. And that rumble came in. I said, damn, Earth is closed today.
Look, shit get the crazy, man. Well, look, y'all, you see, we got another person on this thing. I'm gonna leave my shit like a temptation. You know how they be doing that shit, man. We gotta clap it up, man, for my dog, man. Comedian Byron Brennan in the motherfucking building.
Yo, what's going on, man? How y'all living? How y'all breathing? How y'all feeling?
We doing good, bro. We doing good. My brother out here with South Kakalaki.
Yes, sir. Carolina's finest.
That's a state I still have not been to yet. I'm gonna have
Me
to
neither.
make my way down there.
Me neither.
Man, come on, man. You blink twice, you gonna drive through. It ain't that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been in North Carolina.
Yeah,
I
I've been
got
in North
I
Carolina.
got an auntie that stay out there.
Okay,
But,
what part?
what's it? It's a small ass city called Kernersville.
I feel like I know what that is.
Yeah, I think it's not too far from Raleigh. Maybe like between 30 and an hour range. I don't know. I ain't been since I was in like the 8th grade, but I used to go spend my summers out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a dorm in Raleigh, Chapel Hill, frequent flyer. You know, been out there quite a few times, man. Normally when I go to cities like that, it's for a HBCU game. So I got to get down to South Carolina to go down and check out Benedict, the South Carolina State.
Come on, BC, you know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got a homeboy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that crack of
homeboy
pride.
went there.
You know, Worm went there.
Okay, I did see that on his
shout out to
page.
Worm, yeah.
Shout out to Worm, man.
Yeah, shout out to BC, man. I spent a lot of times behind the library instead of inside the library, but you know what I'm saying? But man, because my mom's went there too. So
Okay.
And like I used to live in Charlotte and Raleigh. So shout out to the Carolinas.
Yeah.
2 different places, but we come together. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So look, man, before we even get too far, we definitely got to clap it up. 5 guests that kicked it with us last week, man. Shout out DJ Chris Fo and
Shout out to the
Yayo
homie.
Pretty P of the Ship Talk podcast. We finally got to complete that episode.
Man.
Everybody know if you saw the first episode with Yayo and Pretty P on there, we tried out a co-hosting that shit where it was like, you know, you like this.
Every time I think about that episode, I think about the damn Twilight Zone.
Bro, I felt like that was my moment of being in the Matrix.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen. I heard stories of women doing shit like this, but I ain't never seen it because I ain't never made nobody mad enough to want to do this shit.
Just be glad she not our baby mama.
Ooh, I feel like everything, whatever that nigga said she did that
He
shit.
did that shit.
All shit I heard, but that's neither here nor motherfucker.
Nor there.
So pass.
Yeah.
You got that Black History Fact of the week, man?
Yeah, I got one for you.
Okay.
Learn me something.
You know, we are in the middle of the NBA playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And since we're in the middle of the NBA playoffs, I thought that we would have a NBA related Black History Fact.
Okay.
On October 31st, 1950, 21-year-old Earl Lloyd became the first Black American to play in an NBA game when he took the court in the season opener for the Washington Capitals.
Good old Earl.
Earl Lloyd, that boy got 2
I feel like that's his first and last.
First and last.
I know his
Come
middle.
on, Uncle Cousin Earl.
If
I'm talking about.
the middle name, I know it's something funky.
Earl,
Something that's mixed between that shit. It was like Earl Stanley Lloyd.
and his nickname is probably Junebug.
Earl James Lloyd. Like he got one of
Stuff.
the old down in the Delta names. Shout out to him, man, for helping bridge the gap so LeBron could dunk on niggas for 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Hey,
The
man,
numerology cool.
it's that time, man.
It
Pass
is
the
that
collection
time.
plate, nigga.
We gotta record that and we're gonna put that on here.
Man,
That's
we
a
got
drop.
to.
Plastic collection plate, nigga. Well, y'all know with the numerology corner, man, I try to find something from my favorite website. Shout out to sunsigns.org. That kind of coincides with the number of this week, which for number 37 in your life, it is assuring you that you will have enormous openings to become prosperous in your life.
Just don't waste it.
So when you get them opportunities, folks, capitalize. Figure it out.
You know that it's funny. It's funny you say that because, like, you know, people get windfalls. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of positive shit will happen at one time in your life, and you don't know how to prolong that. You don't know how to make it last. You do it, you know, or you get like a lump sum of money because of something, and then you blow through it because you don't know how to prepare for the long term. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that this opening that's come, you got to be prosperous with it. So you got to slow down. You know, that's the question when people say, man, if you won the lottery, what you gonna do? And a lot of times we quick to say how we gonna blow the money or how we gonna hide from everybody. But none of us say, hey, we're gonna call a lawyer to try to figure out make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I said I was calling a lawyer to pick the check up. I don't want to go, especially if I win some crazy in my number. I ain't showing up to shit. Yeah. Nigga, what I got to do to get you to come get this check?
You want to know the craziest thing I ever said when I said I was going to win the lottery?
What's that?
I was going to fake my death. I was going to pay a random funeral home to host me a funeral like I died. And I was just going to be somebody else totally different.
I don't even want niggas to find me.
Yeah,
I would just move, bro.
Yeah, I would just go to a place where nobody can
Especially if I got the type of bread where I could just up and quit my job and I'm Gucci. I'm going to go move, bro. Like, I'm just like, man, where I want to live.
And I'm only taking so many people with me. So,
man,
like,
let's go.
If you get kidnapped, you on your own because I ain't changing my number. So, yeah. I'm changing the number. You ain't going to find me.
I got 2 people in that kitchen who will take with me right now. My wife and my baby. I want that goddamn lottery.
Fam, we got your cousin. Damn, that's messed up. My cousin.
I ain't like that nigga no way.
I'm like, which one?
And look, you gonna let him go once you really find out who he is.
You like, which is it? Dante? That nigga has been tripping lately. I don't interfere in the Lord's work.
So look, Dante owe me money, so goddamn, whoop his ass and he pay me back.
If you pay me, I can ponder the thought.
All right.
Get out this jam right now, man. But man, make sure you just take that news with you, man. Do what you can do with it, make it a part of your life. But just stay ready.
Dope facts, brother.
Stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Facts. Pass.
Yeah.
What's pissing you off this week?
Hey man, I was having a good week till about 2 hours ago. My wife sent me one of those. What's your thoughts on this message? A young lady, you know, it was just Mother's Day last week. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yeah, you got some really good mothers out there. But she sent me a post about a young lady who was upset because her boyfriend of 6 months didn't get her a Mother's Day. They don't have kids together, nothing like that. But didn't get her a Mother's Day gift. But he kind of balled out on his ex, on his baby mom. He bought her like a bouquet of money and, you know, some shit. So they probably got a good relationship or whatever. But she was mad. She like, you ain't buy me nothing, but you bought her this. And I was kind of like, at 6 months, do you really deserve? Like, and then she was like, well, when your son with us, you know, when your kid with us, I take care of him like he one of mine. But I don't know, fam. Like, I think it was just like you selfish and you mad because
I did it.
You know,
me and Bree.
So, but how long had y'all been together?
We started talking in October. So what? November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 7 months. I mean, I ain't go all extreme, but I bought her something.
So, I guess the thing for me was like when I think about it, I'm like, well, at 6 months, are you really?
No, I can't judge him for not doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, it just depends on the person.
I'm just saying, like me personally, we was rocking with each other. So I saw the type of mom she was. I was like, shit, I can celebrate if I'm a beat.
Kind of like, because kind of like with me, right? When I met my lady or whatever, like she laid the law down. Christmas, her birthday, and Mother's Day. She was like, that's the main thing, but especially Christmas and Mother's Day. So I already knew what to expect coming in. So I already knew what time it was. So I definitely overdrafted and got her some stuff for Mother's Day. And I definitely disputed those charges. Nothing, but allegedly. but I knew what time it was when I came in. So, you know, for her to expect something within that 6 months, one, you got to see the seriousness of the relationship.
That part.
Yeah.
Two, and you got to lay down your expectations. So if I'm like,
did you communicate like, hey, this?
Yeah, like this is a big day for me now.
Because the way I took it she sent me the text messages, you know, from the, I guess from the thread or whatever, and I was just like, did y'all have a conversation? Like, how serious are y'all at 6 months for you to say that he deserved, that he was supposed to buy you a gift, and because it seemed like you only tripping because he bought his baby mama something.
Bingo.
That's what it seemed like.
She thinking that nigga still cracking.
That part.
But I'm just like, even though, like, still that communication of like, did you drop a hint like, ooh, I would love these Crocs for Mother's Day, and just like start leaving sticky notes all over the house of what you want.
Yeah.
You know, but the best Mother's Day gift is this shit that's on right now, this light, because this light bill is high as shit. Okay, Happy Mother's Day. I love you. See, let there be light. That's why I give lamps for wedding gifts and wedding and house opening gifts. Everybody needs a little light in their house. That's why I buy lamps.
Hey, I keep a little light in my house.
Come on now.
Hey man,
what's happening?
What kind of shit you got on today, man?
Nothing special. Hold on, if I can get it off the insole coming out with it. He finna play in a couple minutes, man. My nigga Ant-Man.
Wee.
I got 4 pairs of these, which is for $120. You can't beat the shoe. And for the comfort and the style you can get. But for my shoe of the week, it's coming this Saturday. It's one of our favorites, but in a different cut. We got the Air Jordan 11 Lows Space Jams. I need them. I want them.
I'm not a big fan of the lows.
I love them, man. Especially with the right pants. You got to do low socks. I don't wear no high socks with my lows. I can't
do lows on the 11s.
I love them. But it's not a lot of people favorites. I got the Shadow ones. I'm waiting on them to come Friday. That just dropped.
My favorite Jordan are the 13s, man. And for style, 13s. I love 13s. For comfort, it's the 12s. I feel like I can do anything in some 12s, bro.
I think the 13 is more comfortable. I think 13 is the most comfortable Jordan.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people sleep on them. So, like, my preference is whoever designed the twos need to fry hard to hell because them shits hurt my feet so bad.
Yeah, and I just bought a pair of two lows, the black, red, and green pair.
I got one pair and I never wear another one.
Yeah, you got
I promise you.
Half size up on them bitches.
So the weird thing is, and it's gonna be funny. So like my middle toe is longer than all my other toes. I got some monkey feet, bro. Like they grab you like this. That's why my baby love me to death because I be. Never mind. We'll talk about another episode. But like 3s, 6s, 13s are kind of like my deal breakers, and 11s really for fashion. But like I ain't gonna lie, them 12s are so like comfortable, bro.
I got 2 pair of 12s, the purple and black, and then the cherries. I fucks with 12. Ones, my favorite. That's what I got the most.
I don't like ones. I substituted the ones for the dunks because I fell in love with dunks, and I just like once you go dunk, you can't go back.
Now I do dunks too, but I get Jordan ones is me. Like I got like 18 pairs of them motherfuckers.
But look, I say I don't like ones, but I got a closet full of them.
I only got 2 pair like the normal high twos, and I got 1 pair of lows coming. Just got like the color, and they was $62. So I couldn't beat the price.
I'll walk through
They're
that.
not worth the retail price. They're not worth the retail price, but for $62, I'm finna see them when I get to the crib. And they like,
why not?
Yeah, couldn't beat the shit. But y'all, when I was talking about the Space Jam 11 lows, man, I gotta give you a little you dig from it, man. It's a patent leather paradise. The AJ11 is an icon among icons, originally designed by Tinker Hatfield. This low-cut edition honors the legendary design with signature details and classic colorways. Subtle bursts of varsity royal complement the glossy black overlays and breezy textiles. MJ wore the famed shoe throughout his legendary 95-96 championship season, and this special colorway earned its stardom on the big screen among some notable cartoony counterparts. Although this edition of the fan frame didn't release until 2000 as a retro, the lore was out there and the foundation was set. Featuring the icy translucent outsole with the carbon filter-like underlay, the Jumpman Jam branding on the tongue, the AJ11 is ready to take flight once again. Soaring from half court for game-winning dunks wouldn't be the first time. Shout out to the Sneak Zap for that beautiful synopsis of the Air Jordan Glow. I think that was really
wonderful. Beautiful, dog. I'm gonna cry.
I feel like I conveyed my message across, man. I would prefer the 11 highs, but when I got 1 pair of 11 lows I bought in Vegas, the white cement pair. They fired me. And but with the right pair of pants, sitting on them lows, they look dope. I seen a picture like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. I need them. But yeah, man, that is my song of the week, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, your sneaker of the week is gonna get me in trouble because I'm gonna end up trying to convince Marie to let me buy it.
What's that song of the week? I'm sneaker. You right,
Listen.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You wait till I put this down payment on this house. I'm gonna catch up because I had to stop
Bro,
completely, bro.
Stop buying them, bro. I already bought a storage shelf. Like I got 2 of them filled with shoes, but I'm at the point where I need a 3rd one. And I just bought the 2nd one a couple months ago. I've been low key going a little too hard in this front part of the year, so I'm finna stop while I'm ahead until I'm gonna be a little more selective and save this bread for some other stuff I would prefer. But I ain't out the thing. But they get me every time. What gets me is the beauty of the greatest rebrand in the world, Klarna. Because I don't care what nobody talking about. I don't care if I got it. I'm not finna give you a whole 200 if I can give you 52 today.
Come on now.
And my shoes still come. And I got 2 websites that let me, because I don't bought so much shit through there. I don't even have to wait the whole time. I'll just pay it off real quick. I just do it to build a rewards points up. Yeah. But I don't ran that much. I fucked it up a couple years ago. But then they gave me $50. I built from that 50 to where I'm down there like a stack to just use on there if I want to. But I'm like, why I'm gonna pay for these shoes all at one time?
Man, listen, I'll buy a car off Klarna if they let me. I got about $500 on that.
I got my PS5 on Klarna.
Shit, I bought Sean shit like that. I'm waiting until I get this balance together.
My PS5, I pay $54 a month. As a matter of fact, I got one more payment.
Right? Why not? It's like, why the fuck not? Right. Like, I don't give a fuck what people got to say.
Shout out to the new layaway.
Come on now.
I Klarna something for $2 if it'll let me. 50 cents every 2 weeks. Right. Like, I don't give a damn.
But listen though, not only Klarna now, Affirm lets you get gas and groceries.
Oh yeah,
I pay my light bill off of Afterpay.
Yeah, Affirm.
And I put the deposit down to get in this house. To pay my rent on Afterpay. Come on now. Listen, I'm a finesse. If there's a will, there's a way. Ain't that right, baby?
I'm figuring it all out before. Yeah, I'll try all my options before I take out the end too far.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
Getting to these random topics, man.
Yeah.
So, our first random topic tonight.
Uh-oh.
The teacher who got fired from the school going viral by having the students taking his hair down. It's been a real touchy subject lately. For a lot of people.
I'm going to just say this, man. I've been in the classroom 20 years. 20 years working with people's kids, man. Y'all, there's a double-edged sword to this. As a male educator, they want you there, but then they don't want you there. If they don't want you there because in their mind, we're just undersexed and we just got a sex. Everything has a sexual connotation to it. I've seen girls playing in women's hair. I've seen girls doing teachers' nails. I've seen girls doing all that. This dude, people was like, oh, well, he got clout. He was trying to do it for clout, man. He was putting on social media. He may have been, but he was also probably protecting himself, saying that, hey, look, this is what's going on. You see everything in front of me. That way, there's no misconstruing of what happened.
Like, I can't say I was doing it. And he was it was a live video, yeah. So it wasn't like it was pre-recorded and then edited. He just talked over the video once the shit blew up to explain what the fuck was going on and how they even got to that point.
And I just feel like y'all won't be happy until either you're not going to have black male educators or male educators, period. And when your kid when you don't have a father in your home, and then you don't have a male at school, then you're gonna be like, well, where the men at? The men ain't teaching, the men ain't doing this.
But you ran us off.
You run them away. Like, let's be real. That young brother, I really hope another school district picks him up because relationships is important with kids. Uh-huh. And you talk about this the end of the school year. That means for the last 7-8 months, this man has built relationship with these kids. And when he built relationship with these kids, he trusted these kids enough to say, hey, I'm in a dilemma. Because for the school to fire him, a lot of people keep forgetting, he was actually trying to make sure the school didn't look bad by having his hair all wild and crazy because they were using him in some type of marketing event that day.
I remember with that.
Yeah,
the nigga social media been popular.
Yeah.
The kids' parents signed off on being able to do it. Like he did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, just it's people projecting.
It's people projecting, and the school probably. I'm most likely if I think it's a public school.
And they weren't going to take the heat.
They didn't want to take the heat because now you got people in the community who probably ain't got kids in the school, ain't had kids in the school in 20 years. They up there talking. Oh well, that shouldn't be this and that shouldn't be that. Hey fam, leave that man alone. Leave that man alone because you don't know what lessons he was dropping to those kids. You know what I'm saying? And hell, all it's gonna take is one girl, one of those 4 or 5 girls, to become a person that does hair. And she's gonna be like, hey, one of my first clients was my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You building relationships, long-term relationships. It's no different if I got a kid who do gymnastics. Well, gymnastics not a school sport. But if I decide to go to the gymnastics event to support the child, is that wrong? Because you're telling me now, I seen a post today where a basketball coach was like, hey, in response to the teacher getting fired, since y'all want to over-sexualize everything, bring your own kid to practice. I'm not taking no kid home. I ain't picking them up. None of that. Because that's what you putting us in. That's the box you're putting us in.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said we got kids like sometimes they'll do something good, teacher about a class, McDonald's or some shit. Yep. I'm like, so we got to stop doing this type of shit like that. Yep. Like we gonna pinpoint some of this, pinpoint everything around the board that we're not supposed to be doing, but we do it it's the way we get that type of relationship with that child. Everything is not a sexual thing, and people just project thoughts they've had a thought. Exactly. You just assuming these little girls thinking this. I done heard that angle. He may not have been on there, but them little girls could have been thinking. I'm like, but
that's a parent problem. That ain't no kid. That ain't no teacher problem.
Right.
And I'm like, I could see if he had a video with him and one other girl.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it was a group of them.
I'm like, it was hella some, and he explained why they was there. If you worked in a school, you understand that last hour, we ain't really doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what you think we did last 10 minutes? I already got these niggas cleaning up and lining up, especially on a Friday or some type of shit.
No, I really like, and I've seen it, especially on social media. You get, white and black women and white and black men having an opinion. But I'm like this, do y'all have the same energy? I saw somebody put like 6 or 7 pictures of white women and black women having.
Yeah, I saw those too.
You know what I'm saying? Did y'all have the same energy? No offense to those women, I wouldn't want them to lose their job, but are we having the same energy?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not there. And as a person who's been in this game 20 years, it's ridiculous.
Well, let me say this. Well, first of all, to the both of y'all, thank y'all for y'all services. Educators don't get enough praise, so I appreciate that. Nico, I've heard your story, and I'm proud of what you become. And brother, you don't look like you've been in education for 20 years.
Bro.
So you carry well.
Right
you know what I'm saying? But I remember my black male educators. One particular, Mr. Brian Meadows, he was a math teacher. You know what I'm saying? And the point that I make is you don't know who is looking up. Your kids are like sponges, man. They soak up everything. I remember this man had the Cadillac. He always had like Perry Ellis, Tommy Hilfiger suits and ties, and kept a clean cut. And I'm like, damn, I kind of want to be like bro when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? And then like even at my daughter's school, like it was another teacher had a similar, well not a similar situation, but even way worse. And so only thing I would say to that is I admire the relationship that he had with his kids. But I would say just a little bit of boundaries. But then again, like you said earlier, only him and those students know like that extra mile they push. You see what I'm saying? But I would say boundaries just to make sure everybody's cool. And I even remember like kind of go back to what you said earlier, taking kids home. My principal, Mr. Kenneth Richardson, that man was the fastest man ever. I would be cutting class and I'd run down the stairs. That man grabbed me by the arm. I'm like, how'd you get over here this fast? You know what I'm saying? But he would be like, hey, get on the phone, call your mom. His own cell phone, back when the cell phone was this big, he would take us home in his fishing van. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking kids at a time who parents were late coming to pick their kids up. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you just don't know. Huh?
I said, I done had to drop kids off down the street to their crib because their mama couldn't come get them. I'm like,
or they missed the bus, but you never know like what impact, like even the world may see like, oh, you shouldn't do this with kids, and everybody's sensitive about their children, but you just don't know what impact. You could have saved that kid's life that day. Because I remember in Charlotte, you know, I used to have to walk through, like if I missed the bus, I'd walk through the gang neighborhood just to get to the other side of the tracks to go home if I missed that bus. So you could have saved that kid's life. I'm pretty sure life ain't smooth in the loop. You know what I'm saying? It's rough everywhere, man. But you never know what impact you could have had on the child. And I just hate that he had to take the hit to save the face. You know, he was thinking to cut off and save the hand.
You know, it's unfortunate. You know, and he a young brother. I hope you know, because another thing is that when you do something in education, you bound to lose your license.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody hotline or something like that. It's so much stuff that goes with it. So you get teachers who are like, "Hey, I can't have a social life. I can't." Like I remember, I worked for the Catholic schools for 10 years.
I went to Catholic school.
And bro, like having to have an alias on social media, or you know, going out and you see a parent, you like, I gotta go. And I'm like, wow. I remember I had an assistant principal, bro. I had an assistant principal. We was out kicking. We out lit. She was like, "There go a parent," and I'm like, "Man, fuck that parent. That parent,
you off the clock."
That parent paid for me for 8 to 3 Monday through Friday. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. Fuck her. And sure enough, that Monday, we get an email to the school.
Damn.
Oh, well, I just don't understand how they are out drinking and they should be lesson planning. Not on no Saturday night, bitch.
You're a human.
Oh,
What
bro,
do you mean
in the classroom?
I remember she came up to the school raising hell, and I'm like, well, first of all, you mad about us being in the club? Why was you in the club?
And why would I got a lesson plan? How you don't use my Sunday for that?
First of all, you're still a human. You're still a human.
That part.
Outside of whatever you do. Like I'm a comedian, but I'm still a father, a truck driver. I'm still an employee. I'm still a black man across the street. I still eat Fruit Loops, but I just don't live on stage. I don't live in that truck. This is not my lifestyle. And besides, you probably deserve a drink because the kids drive you fucking crazy. My social studies teacher called a DUI when I was in the 7th grade. I remember that shit. Her regular ass. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a big shout out to Miss E. Smith. I don't know if she's still with us or not, but I broke my glasses. First of all, I don't know if you know, I can't see shit. Okay, I broke my glasses, and I was like, "Ma'am, if you're not gonna pay for my glasses, you can't tell me what to do." That lady put her a checkbook and wrote a check to buy me glasses from Lens Crafters. This is in the early 2000s. Glasses, $400. I got tri or whatever focals. And like, you know how hard it was to write a check. Nowadays, I can't get nobody $400 right now. I'm trying to live.
Hey, you know the tough thing, man. I've been in education, like I said, 20 years, and having kids who, I got a graduation party next weekend. One of my old students just got matched. You know, I don't know if you saw on social media, match today for all the medical school graduates. I ran into one Tuesday. She a flight attendant, and I'm like, she was like, "If you ever on my plane, you already know I'm getting you drunk." I'm like, it's relationships, man. You know, I got kids who I taught 20 years ago, and be like, I still remember Grimes. I'm like, hey, I do it because I love it. But the moment y'all start thinking that, you know, this is all I can do, I'm gonna throw them deuces up to you. Because fam, it ain't worth it. And all these parents all of a sudden, well, my kid this and my kid that. Your kid bad as fuck.
Boy, they be bad to the motherfucker, and then they parents be having the audacity to come there threatening to call downtown.
I'm like, you worried about me teaching, bitch?
Me and the kid had a whole flaming match today. He like, you fat? I'm like, you broke. I'm like, bro, what are we talking about? I'm like, until you. I ain't talking about nobody else in your family until you got more money than me. I'm talking
about. Listen, my daughter be talking about my knees and stuff. You know what I was stepping on? Right? What the kids call steppers? They do all that stuff back in the day, man. That's why my knees hurt. And I was in a car accident and live. Don't do that. Yeah, but you know, like, and then I even want to give like a shout out to the coaches. You know, like in my pops, Big B, you know what I'm saying, he coached since 98. You know what I'm saying? It's grown kids who running up on me like, yo, you Coach Brennan, son. I'm like, first of all, announce yourself when you walk up on me because I'm scared and I'm paranoid. You know what I'm saying? But like it be certain shit like my dad will be like, because I never used to understand it.
Yeah.
Like, why you do all this? Why you referee? Why you coach football, baseball? And like these kids who are adults now, like my age, be like, man, your dad like saved my life. Like your dad like was a big part of me. Like he used to jack me up and be like, man, da da da. And like look how they turned out now. They successful. You know what I'm saying? They may got a little rough in them, but they doing all right with their life, and that's why you do it. And so shout out to my pops, man. Like I can't play basketball my damn self, but you know, it's thousands of kids in the city that like benefited from that. So
and that's how I feel, man. My dad was an educator as well. As a matter of fact, for 5 years we taught at the same school, and it was kids.
That's love.
It was kids who would have both of us, and they'd be like, we hated going down the hall. They go down the hall. My dad and myself would join on your ass as you went down the hall. And then don't.
That's
like,
me.
I remember
I be flaming kids daily.
It's a kid.
They need it.
One point in time, my nephew went to school there, right? So we in there. He gonna come in. He say, "You gonna be mad?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I'll let Naya tell you." My little student, her dad square. Shout out to Danae. She about to graduate. She gonna say,
congratulations.
She gonna say, "Hey Grimes, they was talking about your daddy last class." Oh, that means I got to spend the first 20 minutes of this class flaming y'all asses individually.
Line them up.
And I was like this. And I said, hey, I tell them all the time, you can make your jokes. Just remember who grading your papers up.
Come on now. Look, I couldn't be no teacher, dog. One, I'm a comedian. Two, bro, I've been picked on all my life. So I know all the good stuff and I can crack back quick. So I'd be like, yo ass, like
I'll be firing them kids. You a hater. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna hate on nobody who ain't got nothing I can't get. I'm like, that makes no sense. That's what a hater is. Hate on somebody who can obtain what you got going. Well, bro, we're not finna talk about that, man. I'm like, do you really want to do this? I'm like, you know I got your whole file downstairs. I know way more about you than you know about me.
I had a kid tell me today, hey, Grimes, your back big. I said, my check large too, so quit fucking with me.
Come on now.
I'll be quickly going to Mr. A, my shoes. My one kid told me the other day he traded for some type of Dior shoes, like a hoodie. He traded for the shoes. I said, well, both of y'all dumb. And them shoes probably fake, because who finna trade a Nike Tech hoodie for a pair of Dior shoes? And he's like, Mr. A, my shoes cost more than your whole fit. I said, I got more shoes than everybody in your family. Like,
come on now.
I'm like, bro. I was like, listen, sir. I'm like, first of all, the tip of your shoe is coming off. So you need them re-glued.
He hit that.
Then you gave him a hoodie with a hole in it. I'm like, both of y'all dusty. I'm like, I don't want to hear about no more Dior shoes.
Bro, like, I could take 5 boxes out the closet and pay y'all rent for 3 months, bro. Stop it.
Going in on them kids. Then they'll be the first ones like, you'll buy me some shoes? I'm like, yes. Your mama take you to the store. Leave me alone. I'm not paying for y'all. I did it one time.
Shit. Boy, hey, listen, y'all lucky y'all can't do the mama jokes no more. Next kid call me big back, like, yeah, my back big, I'm kill your big ass mama. Come on now.
I swear I would, but them kids be telling their mama and then here they come, man.
And then they big back mama come up there, you talk about my back? Yeah, because it's big.
Yes. All day I told one kid that's how you get to run his mouth. Mr. A, I'm like, yo, mammy.
That's why I like high school, because high schoolers, I be like this. I build relationships. So they get to,
I don't know.
And I'm like, just know. Once I start, it ain't gonna stop. It's gonna be all year. Like, this is an all semester thing, fam. Don't mess around. And I'll be like, soon as you graduate, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna do the keynote this year. I got something to say.
I don't know. My daughter in middle school, and I seen a little nigga. I went up there for just to pop in at school, be a good parent. Nigga, I seen a little kid with Black Force shiesty mask. I was like, did y'all pat him down before he came in here?
Bro, these little niggas just be middle school kids the worst, bro.
Oh yeah,
at all grade level.
Yeah, middle school, boy. Them, cause they think they grown already, bro, and they don't know nothing about life. They reckless.
Nigga, you can't even feed yourself without me giving you a ride. Stop telling me what you is when you know you not there. Elementary kids, I'll just be like, bro. A lot of them kids I don't gotta say much to. I just stare and keep doing it. I'm like, especially today. I'm like, y'all slow. Y'all know field day is tomorrow. So if I gotta call your name one time at any point in time, this is your one warning. If I call your name, expect to be in school tomorrow for field day during that time. Well, we had a room full of kids.
I bet.
Because they've just been, when they get to them last 2 weeks of school, it's like their bodies just shut down from doing schoolwork that they ain't been doing already.
Right.
And then that motherfucker just turns up. We got a little sub lady there, and she covered for me for a little bit, so I had to go do something. Boy, by the time I came back to the school, about 6 kids have been put out the room. I'm like, one boy shot a kid with a stapler. I was like, send that nigga home for the rest of the year.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, what are we doing? He shot somebody with a stapler. I'm like, what we talking about?
Who do you think he is?
I'm like, what is the debate?
NBA young boy?
Bro, oh, he's so worrisome, bro. I'll just be like, I'll tell him every day. I can't wait till y'all go to middle school because half of y'all gonna get beat up.
I had a kid today come to me and say, Grimes, anything I can do to pass? Fam, you have a 42.
Yeah.
Like, you got a 42. You done had senioritis for 3 years.
They could like.
Let me ask y'all this, man, from a parent to an educator, man. Like, let me ask y'all this, man. What is up with the grading scale? Because, boy, I used to try to bribe to get a 70. I was a 69 for the worst. So, like, I heard the grading scale to change.
So it just depends on the school. Your school district really sets your they set the minimum. So, like in my district, a 60 is a D, 50, like anything 9 and below is an F. But see, as a teacher, like I said, in 20 years, I also realized some kids have bad days. You never really know sometimes what a kid can be going through. And so I don't give zeros. You don't do shit in my class, you still get a 50%. That's the equivalent of a 0 in my class. Because you don't see, when you see a transcript, you see F. You don't see no percentage.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I also feel like, hey, let's say, for example, you had a bad week. You might have lost somebody in your family. It might not have been somebody that your mama called the school about, but you might have lost something. It might have been something hurtful. So you didn't do no work. That shouldn't tank you the rest of the semester. So I give them the opportunity, like, you got 5 people about, but you might have lost something. It might have been something hurtful. So you didn't do no work.
I think that's my other phone. My bad, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so like,
damn,
what the? What's that?
But yeah, it gives you an opportunity to kind of be able to pull yourself back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the kid that got a 42, the only reason he got a 42 is because he did a whole bunch of 50%. But then on my test, he decided that he was going to cheat. And I was like, well, fam, I'm definitely going to have to give you a 0 on this one. So, and his little girlfriend, she ended up finishing class with like an 88. Anything I can do to get an A so I can be exempt from the final? No, fam. You're going to have to do that final. That's for that 0 that you got.
Look, I used to count on the EOCs because that was 60% of our grade here in South Carolina. So like,
let me EOCs.
So that's what got me through every time, man. Because math wasn't it for me, bro. And then like I'm the type of student like you gotta make it make sense. Like how am I gonna use this in my life? Because you just can't tell me to do this and you don't show me how this gonna better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help me skip class better. It's gonna help me kiss this girl I've been liking for 6 months. Like you gotta help me understand why do I need to know who George Washington is? Hey, you on the dollar.
I'm still mad at John Ross because I ain't used X 5x minus Y equals 16 yet. So I'm still mad at that shit from high school.
One thing I'll be dealing with, some of the I use it now because I got elementary kids, so they starting to getting the little program. Well, this times X. So I'll be explaining that shit.
Look here. My daughter know not to ever ask me for no help on no homework. I'm just
listen,
I'm gonna close that laptop and be like, baby, come get your CDL. Okay, listen. Back this truck up this way and drop this landing gear.
Look, I'm so happy.
It
He gave me some math one time. I'm in that bitch like, I'm like, my boy, what we doing? I'm gonna just get the answer that I know it to be. You do the steps that your teacher requires, and we're gonna see
whatever's closest.
Hey,
yeah.
Every time AJ be like, "Can you help me with homework?" and I just know after it, I'm gonna need a drink.
Oh yeah,
I need a drink.
And look, he's super young, so it just gets worse from there.
Oh yeah, AJ in a gifted program too. He like, well, we're doing 4th grade work, is second grade. Well, fam, when you get to 8th grade, what are you gonna be doing?
You better,
bro. And 4th grade was a hard year for me, bro. Like I actually left public school and went to Catholic school in the 5th grade. I used to love Catholic school though. We went to a little church. We got out of school early every Wednesday. They had the little crackers when we took communion. That was my favorite part. Well, I ain't, Lord forgive me, but I was just in there just like, did they pass out the crackers yet? We supposed to be praying.
I would have never did that shit, man. I would have just been in there.
And we had to wear uniforms, man. Them damn knickerbockers used to hurt my damn feet, bro. The little golf shoes.
Kids supposed to wear uniforms here, but they don't never wear them shit.
Hey, man, I see you on here. You said Soulja Boy wilding again?
Yeah, man. Big Draco been outside talking real crazy.
Get this man out of here, bro.
Like, I fucked with Soulja Boy, but I'm like, it all started from him finding an old tweet from Metro Boomin from 12 years ago that said, I get calls to go to the studio with you, Jeezy. You get calls to send beat packs to Soulja Boy. We not the same.
Hey, yo, no, Diddy, what?
Wasn't it this? Yes, it wasn't this. But I'm like, nigga, that was from 2012. It is 2014. First of all, how did you find this? What was you doing that got you back on the Twitter in 2012, my nigga?
He was searching his name.
He had to.
He had to search his name.
I'm like, because how do you cut up there? I'm talking, he just started going off on some crazy rants, talking some crazy shit. And I was like, bro, you're doing too much. You're taking it too far. And then 21 Savage involved, talking about they gonna slap it. He's like, bro, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you on site. So we gonna see how that
plays. Hey, Draco like 35 now?
Yeah, we about the same age, man. He was my nigga back in the day, man. I got to be on stage, that nigga do the shootout dance and all that shit, man. He wild.
Out of control, if you ask me, man. Lock that nigga Soulja Boy up. He need to sit down. And I ain't, I don't believe in locking black men up, but that nigga need to go to jail.
Yeah, he need to sit down somewhere, bro. Man. It's got to be. That's why I don't fuck with no
Speaking
out of control.
Speaking of crazy rap stories, the game trying to be relevant with a diss towards Rick Ross.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even download it. And I fucks with the game. But he just be doing shit now. It's like, bro, I'm glad you rapped. But what the hell to do with you? The same thing go for Rick Ross. Yeah. This beef had nothing to do with you. You just decided, well, that nigga don't like him. I'm finna take it. It's just like when two motherfuckers in the hallway come across the country, they got beef and they get to fighting. Mm-hmm. But then there's two other niggas take this opportunity, like, well, fuck it, since niggas is fighting, I'm finna fuck you up too. So we all finna go home. Yeah. It's like when you take the opportunity to just be a part of some shit, just to be a part of it. So Rick Ross ain't never need to say nothing to Drake, especially for a nigga that be writing songs for him. And which is crazy. We talk about Drake, but Drake don't write songs for Rick Ross. I think vice versa too. But even though I got Kendrick winning, that nigga, they all did a free for all. Just was like, fuck it. You don't like that nigga? I don't like that nigga either. I don't like that nigga either. Fuck him. So everybody,
first of all,
crazy.
I just feel like the game could be doing something like, I don't know, a computer program. Like, I know you can, like, you got bars, bro.
Bro, he can fucking rap.
He can rap, but like, go start a software company. Build a warehouse. Your kids are making great grades in college. This is not the time for you to be super blood and just start gang banging and rapping. I'm a Rick Ross fan. I listen to his music, bro, but you're doing great with car shows. Stay there.
Facts,
you're doing great with Wingstop. Them chicken wings be flapping in my stomach.
I've been wanting to go to that motherfucker all week.
Stay there. Stay with the checkers.
But look.
Stop it.
The funny shit Rick Ross did in this whole beef, because he ain't finna rap back with him, so he said. I thought it was corny eating out there. It was really cool, though. They got a Louis Vuitton cereal bowl and spoon. He was laughing, eating out that shit at the nigga. The bowl was fire, though. But I'm like, why do you have that? But because you got the money you got, I would buy something random. I'm going to buy a
Meanwhile, this bowl was $2 at Target.
It's like a monogram. Yeah, I would do it just because I got it. But the funniest shit that nigga did was post a picture of him with a drop top, old school, like Impala. And he captioned that bitch, hated and loved the underdog on top.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, this nigga childish as fuck, bro. He like 50 petty.
Man.
That's why when they beef, the shit hella funny because they both on the same level of petty.
And they so talented. Like if you really like think about it, if you really had like the resources to, I feel like Rose, you know, could write a TV series. Did you hear the theme song on Godfather Harlem? That shit was hard. Same with 50, what he did with Power. You see what I'm saying? Like they got the resources, they got the money. They equally petty, bro.
Shit, 50 just built a studio. Yep,
He ain't got to rap no more, dog. Y'all start another
series. Like Big Rich Town. Yeah. And that shit gonna go like that, man. Hey, you the HBCU man.
Yeah.
Howard did something astronomical.
Yeah, and they kind of fucked it up on this.
I did see that part too. So let's talk about all of that.
So shout out to Howard University. First of all, shout out to all the 2024 graduates.
Man, we got to clap.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of them. And Howard knows they are under a microscope. Every black person knows Howard, whether they went to school or not. And you know, Howard, they losing something special. Shout out to the amazing Felicia Rashad, who is retiring as the dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, or excuse me, the Chadwick Boseman College of Arts and Sciences at Howard.
Okay.
But Howard had graduation or commencement. Let's use the big word. They had
spell it.
And their nursing class was huge. So they put them in like some auditorium. With auditorium clearly wasn't gonna hold everybody.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
And then they decided to start on time. Well, when they started on time, they was at capacity. So they locked the doors. So there were some parents who were not able to get in to see their kids. Now I saw a video of a graduate at that event that said she told her parents to be there at 3:00 because it was like a first come, first serve type of deal. So if you show up 20 minutes
niggas
before,
ain't take that shit serious.
Exactly. And so they broke some glass, you know, trying to get in. Here's the thing. Everybody messed up on that.
Very poor planning.
Howard, you dropped the ball. You realized that class was that big. You should have found somewhere else or broken it in half. Say, hey, A through L in here, through Z over here. You know, you could have did that. The commencement speaker, you could have had the commencement speaker go live or something and say that shit and do it on a video, whatever. You could have made that different. But for these, I'm really it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The amount of cancellations at numerous schools. These are the COVID seniors. This is the class of 2020 that did not get to walk. And so for them
over again,
and for them to now be getting their bachelors, and you know, depending on the school they at, they might not be able to participate in commencement. That's tough.
These niggas finna leave America. They finna get tired of our ass.
You know.
So they're able to graduate, they just can't walk. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so what Howard did, Howard had all the students, but you know, kids got mad because their parents couldn't get in. But your parents couldn't get in because they probably wasn't there early enough.
Yeah.
It was like 2,800 kids that graduated.
Yeah.
That's hella long.
And what they did was they broke it. It wasn't even the 2,800 together. They broke them down by class, by the college they were in. So the College of Business had their graduation.
Why y'all got that many? Lincoln was too small because we didn't even have that.
But some like if you go to Mizzou, Mizzou does that. Like they have the College of Business has their graduation.
You know, I mean, when you got a school that got 34,000 kids, 2,000 don't seem bad of a graduating. You're gonna have hella. Yeah. Exactly. So I see it now.
You know, so a lot of people dropped the ball. Howard dropped the ball. Do I feel like Howard is like the worst place in the world for that? No. To me, actually, I think it's a sign of growth. Because that's a problem you didn't have before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like think about it, if you at a school that you normally can fit everybody in a certain auditorium or a stadium and you outgrow the stadium, that's big.
I mean, you need to expand and everything. And I feel like Howard been dropping the ball in multiple situations, if I'm not correct. Like they housing, living, all type of stuff.
I think people got to realize with the housing situation, Howard is landlocked. So that's a gentrification issue in DC. If you ever get a chance to go to Howard, and you go to DC campus, white people that went and built all this shit around there. And now you talk about a traditionally black neighborhood. It's tennis courts that white people have that they don't want black people at across the street from where all the Greek trees and all that. To the point the white people will go up on the Greek trees and be like laying out, like, oh, we're just hanging out. Why are you on this private school campus? And then they're like, well,
that's disrespectful, bro.
Deserve to be here. No, the fuck you don't. Get the fuck off our land. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff where the media that come in and cover the story, you get that. And then the kids, I'm gonna be real. Every kid that goes to an HBCU, if you ain't never had the struggle in your life, that school ain't for you. If you want everything handed to you, go to your big state university where they're gonna make sure your financial aid is ready, make sure your refund check is there. If you ain't willing to stand in line 3 hours to get something you want, this ain't the school for you, fam. Because I'm telling you, that's what those schools teach you.
Yeah.
Having to go through that and persevere through something. If you go to Mizzou and they say, hey, your refund check was deposited 3 weeks before school started. That's great. I'm glad for you. But don't try to have an opinion on Howard. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I just be like, stay in your lane on that. I got a coach at the school, Mizzou. He always, I never saw the racism on my campus. You played football at a Power 5 school. Of course you're not.
Of course you're not gonna see it. Nah.
They think you God. And then they called your roommate a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Crazy. Because I know me and 10 of my friends, we survived at Benedict, okay? And then I had 3 homeboys that didn't even attend this school and still got breakfast. They got in the cafe. One of my homeboys sat in my class with me, and I was like, what? And they asking, yo, where your boy Rail? I was like, you do understand he's not a student here. This man beat me to the cafeteria, beat me in the library, using up the free Wi-Fi. I'm like, bro, you're not a student here. And we went to all the parties, all the football games, the pool party, everything. He wasn't even a student. He just out here hanging out with me.
I had a nigga live in my dorm that wasn't supposed to, but we had an empty room and we hopped over because we had a loft style in Chicago. Hopped over that motherfucker and locked that bitch for that nigga. He lived in that motherfucker for like 2 quarters. Damn. That's 20 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Before niggas figured it out.
Wow.
Because we had 2 roommates that ended up dipping. They said we ain't gonna put nobody else in here. It was like, man. So when we knew we had room inspection, we'd make a move and shit. And somebody had to hop over there and lock the door back so they don't try to go in there. And if they did, it was how it's supposed to be, empty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, bro. Move back in there, bitch. Like we was thugging.
That's living, bro.
It is,
that's
bro.
Living.
So, man, I got one more random topic before we go on a quick commercial. Well, ain't no commercial. I got no commercial but break. I found a real last random funny story before on my way to work this morning. This nigga Tyrese was doing a little concert, intimate show yesterday somewhere, singing his ass off. He was in between the song, How You Want to Act Like That. Before he got to verse 2, somebody came out on the stage, whispered something in his ear. And this nigga just abruptly ended the show and sang and dipped out that bitch like as he's going, bro. Come to find out the nigga left because he was finna get served papers for a lawsuit at the show, and he dipped before that motherfucker could do the shit. That's some nigga shit. And it's crazy because it got announced. I heard it on the Breakfast Club. He getting sued for an interview he did on the Breakfast Club, stating
what?
Some man filmed the interview between him and Charlamagne and kept the footage and won't give it to him. And he's like, I don't care if you hear this shit. Well, the nigga heard it. He's trying to sue him for $100 million.
For defamation.
Said it ruined his career. So I'm like, nigga dipped out. That's hella fucking funny.
First of all,
catch me if you can.
How you gonna rap? You gonna sing How You Gonna Act Like That, nigga? How you gonna just up and leave in the middle of your concert and the people pay for that? It don't get no funnier than that shit.
It's just like Anita Baker canceled the Mother's Day show like 15 minutes before. They all in the ring and everything.
I know it was smelling like white diamond in that
diamond. Time out. First of all, Tyrese still alive?
Man, he be popping up there. He be
Hey, I went
tripping.
to a Tyrese concert a couple months back, man. It wasn't that bad of a show.
When he ain't tripping. When he just being normal. When he ain't suing Home Depot.
Second of all, Tyrese has been the spokesperson for dark skinned men and has been taking L's like crazy, bro. Singing on the back of the bus, almost dying in Baby Boy, like crying on the internet. Like I'm just like, bro, get your life together.
I feel it's the light skinned delegation trying to work against us. We need to unite behind this brother because the light skins is trying to break it back to 1987. We ain't gonna
lie.
You heard
it getting out of control.
Big ass facts, man. But look, y'all, we finna go on a quick commercial break, man. Play another song, man. You already know it's episode 37, season 2.
Comedic
Beef. Let's go.
Yeah. You listen to the sound of trouble, nigga. And you know. Just thought I'd put that out there. Real nigga shit. Trouble. Hey. Top of it, feeling good. Ripping leather and wood. Catting things, switching lanes. Young red nigga misunderstood. Might hop out that foreign car. Jam might fuck me as foreign bra. They clear from the Himalaya. Mama taught me with a big screens. Cameras watching paparazzi taking pictures. Got your bitch, yeah, she with me. You see it chain high distance. You see no roof cause it's missing. You see his clip is extended. Big old games and bitches. No riders and hidden switches. BBS needed diamonds. You see my watches, they shining. Much better cause we better. And you know it and we know it. Yeah, them haters be watching. They see me shining and grinding. Versace dripped up and down. Just stepped up and that is finest. Yeah.
All day and all night, fucking with you and getting paper, what's on my mind? You worry about me cause I run through these streets. My ways out for you, I ain't taking these free. I get you and say, baby, how you doing? Can I have some your time with me, girl? Come take a ride tonight. It's all day and all night, fucking with you and getting paper, what's on my mind?
Hey, why keep pulling that Cadillac, all that Range Rover, all black, pulling up, I be studying. Old school by the 100 rack, I be damn that's a bag. Hope J might hop out that jag, switching lanes down, 60, don't know the smoke, catch me racks. Ain't got a bitch and she rolling up, just stay quiet, stay pulling up. Got that drink, it's up in my cup, see me swerving and sipping, don't get it twisted, it's with me. Hope got that fine, I'm buzzing, and I ain't missing no witness. I just respect this big pimpin'. Hey, when you see me, I be clean as fuck. Don't be tripping, don't be worried about what's in my cup. Casamigo, don't be worried about what's in my cup. Runs black and stick, you want the sample, come and pay that TV. This for the low truck.
All day and all night, fucking with you and getting paper, what's on my mind? You worry about me cause I run through these streets. My ways out for you, I ain't taking these free. I get you and say, baby, how you doing? Can I have some your time with me, girl? Come take a ride tonight. It's all day and all night, fucking with you and getting paper, what's on my mind?
Hey, when you see me, I be clean as fuck. Don't be tripping, don't be worried about what's in my cup. My color Casamigo, don't be worried about what's in my blood. Black and sticky, on a sample, come and pay that TV. This for the low truck.
Oh, it's Uncle Bobby, y'all. Hey, turn up, or turn it on up, man. We back in this thing, man. Episode 37.
Yeah.
Of Ethnic Issue, more comedic relief from a dog, BL Brennan, comedian.
Yes, sir.
Brennan and man, and we done got to the point where we gotta holler at my boy. So, I mean, it's kind of evident with the name. what you do good. But for those who don't know much about you, man, just kind of tell us who Comedian BL Brennan is.
Man, who am I? I mean, I'm that guy, man. Like, born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina, Broad River Road to be exact, where the best side reside. You know what I'm saying? Funny all around guy, but I'm just your average Joe, man. But I find comedy in the worst and the best times of my life, and every time I hit that stage, it's therapeutic for me. Whether you laugh, whether you show up, it's where I can get it off my nipples. You know what I'm saying? And just like come forward and just. That right there, that's what keeps me alive. The chuckles, the laugh, the humor, the dark humor, anything, man. And just like, that's just me.
Okay.
Now, what made you get into the comedy game, man?
All right, so it's kind of a process. So if I'm being long-winded, be like, all right, nigga, wrap it up. So pretty much, man, I've been funny all my life, but it kind of starts back at school, man. Like you said earlier, kids are hard, so they'll roast the shit out you. So you know, I really wasn't the most popular person, but when I got to middle school, man, outside of getting picked on. So I couldn't really fight that well yet. So I know when they start flaming the class, I could snap back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't a ball player. I wasn't no gangster. I tried that. That didn't work. But comedy just always stuck being funny. And that kept me out of ass whoopings and everything. So fast forward, I'm at work. Nobody getting no work done. Like production is horrible at work because everybody's laughing. It got so bad I couldn't be on shifts with certain people. It's Sears.
I'm hollering.
So then fast forward, they're like, bro, stop coming to work and showing out and go on stage. So I worked nights and I tried to call out sick. But when I tried to go do the show, the nigga showed, my boss showed up. It just like, any downfall you can think of, man, I survived it, and comedy has helped me lift me through that. So when I went on stage, like I hit, shout out to everybody who loves Biggs out of Columbia, South Carolina, man. He gave me my first start on stage, and I contemplated for a long time, because you know, comedy is like, it's not like rap. You can't rap about selling dope and you got $5 million tomorrow. So went on stage, I hit him up like, yo, let me try it out. I never did this before. He's like, show up. I'm like, I ain't got no experience. Went out there, killed it. I had 30 minutes material that I burned through in 3 minutes. So, and it's just like, from there, I just kept going, and I bombed like my third show. It was like 5 people left, nobody laughed, and I got disturbed, but I just kept going, and then the world shut down.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, I ain't gonna let this defeat me. You know, I done got fat, my neck thick now. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep this going. And comedy's been with me, and just every opportunity I seize, I take it. You know what I'm saying? Just wherever I can show my face, you know, whether they hate me or love me, they can be like, I know him. That's all it takes.
Okay. So I mean, bro, just saying that, that's all it takes, and just kind of your journey getting there. Looking back at it from back then to now, what was the point where you felt like, I can do this shit, like I can succeed at this, this is my lane?
It was a lady by the name of Miss Pumpkin. She passed away. Rest in peace to her. So after my first show, she was like, you're crazy funny. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah, I love this. And so she was like, come audition for Wildin' Out. So I was like, Wildin' Out? Like, yo, I almost called my job and said, fuck y'all niggas, I'm never coming back. Like, Nick Cannon is going to change my life. And for this girl, what's her name? Anyway, so I was like, cool. I showed up. Nick Cannon was nowhere in sight. And this was not Wildin' Out because he knew nothing about this. This is Wildin' Out Columbia that they did locally at the Comedy House.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I begged for my job back and got it. But at that point, the reaction that I got from certain people and oh shit, you do comedy for real? And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep doing it, because I saw where she saw something in me. I saw where, like, when you study the game, you see that they were just literally these kids having fun. And I was like, I'm gonna be that. Because I just keep in my mind, the money gonna come. I need it, of course. Because hello, don't let these little chains fool you now. But it's just like I just remember to have fun, and like I say, it's still therapeutic. And I was just like, man, I'm just gonna keep going. Like I'm an opportunist at heart. So as long as it ain't putting my health or my freedom in jeopardy, I'm gonna do it.
I heard that, bro.
So man, how have your friends and family supported you on this journey, man?
Shout out to my parents. So like all four of my parents, they've been real open to it. So kind of like what you asked me earlier, like what was the point you gonna take it serious? My mom knew I could do it, but she was just like, son, you think you want to kind of pay your bills on time? And, you know, because I told my mom it's going to be like this. Either I'm going to be a truck driver, I'm going to sell dope, I'm going to tell jokes. Because that's where I'm at in my life. She's like, well, don't sell the dope. Try the trucks driving and then the jokes if you got time. But she saw me progressing it, and she saw how passionate I was about it. And she supported it. Now, she won't come to my shows because she's scared I'm a roaster.
I'm hollering.
but she definitely is my rock, and she supports me from a distance. And but like she knows who she raised. Now my dad is really not my dad. He's my homeboy. After I graduated high school, that was my roommate. And my dad is just a nigga, and I love it because he's just like, when I told him I was gonna be on the show, he's like, what I gotta do? Come on, where the show at? And I'm like, Dad, it's virtual. But like he's been to my shows before, and like they just tell me to keep going. Like my cousins be sending me stuff because I host as well. Like somebody wanted me to host their funeral, and I did it. So that was crazy. I didn't even know that nigga. I just stood by the cash like, well, you did it. Everybody has been real supportive, man, and I appreciate it. Even the ones that's not supportive, I still appreciate it because somewhere, somehow, you saw it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about shit, bro. So I mean, thus far in your comedic career, what has been your best venue that you performed
at? I opened up for Charleston White last year.
I remember seeing that. That nigga's different.
Yes, and he really looked like that in real life. But he dropped some real game on me, man, and he was just like, don't respect nothing but the real. Do what you really love at heart. And like I really had an intelligent conversation with him outside of the whole internet shit, and I just gained a whole new respect for him. Shout out to my homie Barry White. He put me in that position to get on that show. But like I was in a whole different city because you know, like in this state, a lot of cities don't really get along. And you know, I'm from the Riverside. Everybody kind of got quiet, but they was like, all right, the nigga funny. So that was a real good venue, man. And I definitely had my pistol in my pocket because the week before then, they threw a flower pot at this nigga. And I was like, look, I ain't him. I got a CWP. And security ain't pat me down before I got in here. So, but that was a dope experience because I also got the network. And that's another thing with comedy that I can say that has taken me far because other comedians come to other shows. Like I know people from Virginia, New York, Cali, and they all come here, and I've gotten to interact with them and connect with them. So I think that Charleston White show, was big for me.
That's what's up, bro.
So man, where do you see yourself in about 5 years, man?
Shit, hopefully, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday. I hope I get the winning lottery numbers. I'll be rich. But 5 years, man. I definitely want to have produced my third comedy special by then. Also, I do podcasting, so we're all in the same community.
Yeah.
Hopefully that my show will be produced and published on a major network. And I don't have to drive that damn truck no more. But realistically, man, like just to have a very supportive fan base and hopefully it grows with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I see myself.
Hey, bro. So, I mean, you mentioned your podcast. Tell folks about it, where they can hear it, all that type of stuff.
All right, boom. So, if you go to YouTube and it's Hanging with BL Brennan. So, it's just how it's spelled right there in my name. My show is just based off you coming to hang out with me. I do interviews, but it's people all walks of life.
Okay.
I've interviewed rappers, people at the corner store, my friends personally. Anybody of all walks of life. If you have a talent, if you have a business, if you ride the bus every day, I want to know what bus you take and why do you take the bus. Homeless people, how did you become homeless? Like, but you're coming to talk to me. I'm not interrogating you. I'll make you feel like at home. So that's what it's about, man. I'm just about because here in South Carolina, there's a lack of resources. And it's not like people don't want to support you. They just don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can reach you on some type of platform, that's my mission.
Yeah, I feel that, man. That's what's up, bro. So I mean, what's next for you, bro?
What's next for me right now is doing more interviews. I've got a couple of shows coming up that I'm trying to land on the ground. My second annual comedy show, A Little Flavor, and what is it? A Little Flavor, a Little Comedy. Little Flavor, a Little Laughter is coming up soon in October. So we did the first one last year. 8 people came out, but we had a ball, okay? So, and so my wife to be, she caters as well. So y'all check out Taste Buds LLC. No events too big or too small. We do it all. So she catered. I did the hosting. I had comedians come up, and it was amazing. So this year will be our second year doing it. Hopefully, we have a bigger turnout. So that's what's next. And I'm getting married in July.
Hey, congrats to that, man.
July 27th.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro.
So, man, where can our listeners and viewers find everything that you got going on? Where can they follow you at?
They can follow me at Byron L. Brennan on Facebook because they kind of make me put my name on there now since I ain't all the way legit. On Instagram, you can just type in BL Brennan. I'm there. On YouTube, it's Hanging with BL Brennan. I also have a blog page. Me and my daughter, we do random activities and go eat biscuits and just starting to build that brand there. So YouTube, definitely Instagram. You can definitely, and I got one big project, but I can't really talk about it just yet because I signed an NDA. But I'm telling y'all, when y'all see this on TV, I say that too loud. When y'all see this on TV, y'all gonna be like, "Yo, this dude is crazy."
Hey, turn up, man.
Y'all tap in.
Yes, sir. So we got to clap it up for my boy BL Brennan, comedian BL Brennan, man, coming and kicking with us. But Paz got to take you through the gauntlet right quick.
Hey, man, it's the rapid fire, man. Study long, study wrong, man. Hey, don't take all day because I know it's hella late there.
It is. I'm about an hour ahead of y'all, so.
All right, man. So here we go. Favorite movie?
Training Day.
Favorite comedian of all time and why?
Cedric the Entertainer. I grew up watching him from Def Comedy Jam. I relate to him on his slang, his comedy style, and I studied that craft when I was a kid.
Shout out to
St. Louis. I understand him.
Shout out to Sid, man, right here in St. Louis.
Yeah, he is from that spot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Favorite food?
Meatloaf. I'm a nigga, dog.
Dream venue to perform?
Madison Square Garden.
Ooh. That'd be fire.
Pick 3 comedians to go on tour with.
LeVar Walker, Tony Baker, and Cedric.
Man, I rock with Tony Baker, man. Them voiceovers.
That's my boy. Listen, Tony.
Really? I don't like it.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. I'm like, it's just not working for me.
Look at who it came to see.
We the Ducks, you better.
Hey,
Tony,
man, great.
If you see this, take me on tour. I'm tired of driving this truck, Tony Baker. I'm really funny in real life. Help.
Hey, I saw Tony Baker and Kev on stage and Doughboy at a church.
Yeah, I heard about it.
And to hear more was the host, man. It was at a church. It was a damn good show in a church. Damn good show.
I guess the Lord was in the atmosphere.
Right. Dream city to visit.
I've already visited, but New Orleans.
I
went to Holly Grove, though. I had the time of my life.
Man.
Oh, you a risky nigga, yeah.
Oh, listen, anytime I go out of town, I go to the hood, bro. Because I gotta touch the ground. I gotta touch the earth.
Most influential person in your life.
it's two, bro. My parents. I learned so much from them. And now that I'm older, I understand who they are and why they did what they did. And look at me now. I'm the greatest gift of greatness, bro.
Yes, sir.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
Wow, singing that shit in the rain today.
To get the winning lottery numbers, but realistically, I want to tell my nana like how thank you for watching over me because there's times I should not have been here, bro. But that'd be my wish.
Okay, man.
Just so you can see me now.
Yes, sir, man. We got to clap it up for my dog.
Yeah.
Comedian Byron Brennan, man, out of South Kakalaki.
Yes, sir.
With us this week, man, and we going down south again next week, but they coming in person.
Oh.
We got out of Arkansas, DJ Donnie D.
Shout out to Donnie D, man.
Pink DJ out in Arkansas, man. And his people's hit me up when I posted about getting more DJs on the show just to showcase himself. She was like, man, I would love to book it. It's a surprise for him. She gonna bring him up here, come do the interview. They gonna go back. So I thought that was dope.
That's gonna be what's up.
So
tell him he got to show out. Man, I'm gonna have to dust off some shit and roll around.
Look, I may have to get my razzle dazzle wrong. I'm gonna look decent. My brother up here's a skater as well.
Oh,
yeah.
I just gotta lose some more weight, but I'm still cold. I'll show out what I want.
I keep saying I'm gonna unbig my back, but
I am this summer,
like
man.
it. I kind of like it now. You know,
I gotta get rid of this, man.
Man, listen, you get whatever body you can get. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
still active. I still can. It's certain shirts that I like that I can't fit no more, but I'm fine with me.
There's a lot of mine. I'll be hooping with the kids at school after school. I was busting their ass, and they had me racing. I'm running at full speed in this bitch. I still got it though, because I was dusted. We got one little girl in there. She fast as hell. She's like, "I'll race you, Mr. A." I look up and she started out. She got out faster. Wow.
Hawk that ass down, boy.
They was like, "Dang, Mr. A, you fast." I'm like, "Y'all niggas slow. Y'all don't want none of this. Don't let the gray hair fool you."
Hey,
how many times you hit that inhaler though?
Boy, not yet, but I had to go that. My body is so sore right now. And then I did a shootout with a little boy that be talking shit all the time. The one I was flaming earlier. And he was like, he swear he could beat me in basketball. I'm like, bro, we done played one-on-one twice. I'm like, let me tell y'all now, the only reason y'all be having points is because I don't play defense intentionally. If I don't want you to score, nigga, you will never score. I'm like, I just want you to know that. I'm like, I'll literally let y'all score. But since I did one of them today, I'm like, because you run your mouth too much. Well, I was out there looking like LeBron on him. He was like, bro, this dude, like, he had this look like he trying to run around kids. Bro, I'm stealing the ball every second. I'm laying it up just right. I'm like, bro, you can't do nothing with me. Y'all love running y'all mouth. Then they get me in their feelings. Man, we ain't even get to finish the game. My grandma came. It don't matter. I'm like, you had 2 points. You had 2 points because I let you shoot that three. I'm like, you
game blouses, bitches.
I'm like, bro, I'm in here taking. He a big kid, so I got him in the paint. I'm spinning off the laying the ball up. You like, bro, what? Man, you tripping? Then the other one, I did a 3-point shootout. Boy, we did 2 rounds of 10s from the 3, 1 round of 10 from the 2-pointer. He made 1 out of 30. I was in there swacking. I hit like 12. I think I made like 12 out of 30. That ain't the greatest, but it was almost a 50% in the NBA sense, or 48% is actually.
You did better than me, dog. I got air ball. I'm nice with it. I make it look good. I do a look. I'm the assist god, but it's just something about getting that ball in the hoop. It just don't work for me.
Well, if I be my right move, I just gotta get back in shape. So I'm finna get it right, man. This summer, man, on the kids.
Yeah,
man.
I definitely gotta get in shape. Shout out to brother Will. Like, hey man, we getting in the gym.
No, bro, I've been paying for a membership. I said I was gonna quit weed. We got a gym membership. Start back smoking the weed. Never been to the gym yet. So they've got a wonderful set of donations from me for the past 2 months. But it's also been my schedule. Yeah, that means I'm gonna have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not ready to make that transition to be up at 4 in the morning.
Start off slow, bro. Take little strolls. So that's what me and my wife do. Well, my wife to be like, we take little strolls and we just talk. Before you knew it, dog, you don't walk the mile.
Oh no, bro, walking I'm cool with. It's just that we have to be up early at school. Then by the time I get home, I'd have been there for damn near 12 hours.
You don't want to do nothing.
Like I live for work. I ain't been home yet since 6:30 this morning. My school is 5 minutes from here. So I come straight to the studio and just sit around till the episode start. Because what's the point of me driving damn near 30 minutes out of back to the crib to have to come all the way back here? I'm not gonna keep wasting all that gas. So I come in here, I'll take a nap, I'll do whatever if I got to. We'll just be in here chilling, man. But
take that stroll, take a walk, touch the earth, bro. That's what I do, man.
I'm finna start doing that every morning before I go to work. When I do this summer work, I think I may find a summer gig coming soon. So with the district, so that should work out, man. But we almost out this thing, educators. We almost free. We almost done with these people, kids. I think even though I got food at home, I want some Wingstop.
I just ate my meal and it was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know
if we can't eat good till Friday. Okay.
I did some Wingstop calling me, even though I just bought groceries. I think I don't want to cook nothing.
It's always when you go grocery shopping, you be like, man.
No, I cooked for the past 2 days. I did Mother's Day breakfast. I cooked breakfast and dinner.
Hey man, speaking of that, man, we went to Original House of Pancakes.
I've heard about it. No, I've been one time and did get some food. That's fine.
Yeah, it was some good food, man. But I got a chance to see my wife let that other side out.
Ooh, you said original. I'm thinking y'all talking about IHOP. I'm like, wait, what?
We got this spot called the Original House of Pancakes.
You talking about she brought the
nigga out.
The inner nigga. Oh, what?
Like the lady pissed off. My wife was like, let me off at the door. I was like, oh. She hop out the car, she go in. By the time I didn't park, got in there, she like, oh no, where? I thought you was gonna give my table away. I'm like, oh shit. I'm sitting there, dude, look at me. I was like,
I'm like, bro, I just got here for real.
I can't even help you, fam.
I was in the car and I'm sorry, y'all. Bro,
listen. And so like my wife catered. So of course it's like nothing will ever be better to her food. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's something that she does. So you can't.
She'll never be that shit the normal person can't.
Right.
Of course. So it's just like I just sit there and take it, and then before you know it, we done got like 85% of our meal taken off, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like my wife from Miami, bro. So she's a killer on the low. You know what I'm saying? So but at the end of the day, bro, like, hey,
St. Louis, that's scary enough.
Right. I'd have been to East St. Louis before. Y'all done been down over there.
Slippery slope. I'll tell you that much. Slippery slope across that bridge, man. But we got to clap it up for my boy, Comedian Byron Brennan, one more time, man. As always, man, I'm your boy NicoThaGreat.
Man, it's the Past Master.
And we do that wonderful thing called Postal Podcasting. In the rain, sleet, or snow.
We in this house.
We're going to give you the news, the Jews, and all the motherfucking blues clues.
Yeah.
Together, man. It's been another wonderful episode. We finally got out here at a decent time because I'm sleepy. And I ain't going to work.
Are you off tomorrow?
I ain't going to work.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, I told them after field day today with them kids, I kiss my ass. I ain't dealing with them. That shit was shit. They get some barbecue hot dogs, though. That was fire.
Man, I wanted to say, man, like, I really appreciate y'all having me on here all the way from Carolina to the Lou, man. I love y'all fellas. I love what y'all doing with the educating. Please don't stop. Even if y'all stop teaching, like, just keep teaching just, like, in the world.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Beyond the classroom, man. I love this platform. I'm definitely shopping this platform around. I've got artists that's in the country that's, like, amazing. You would never know, like, where they come from. Like, Trap Dickie from my backyard.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just,
Tell them tap in, man. We set up our booking as far out as we can. We'll book the year up to get people in this motherfucker, man.
Now that I know y'all do it virtually, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was gonna take a load to come to the loop and sit in there with y'all.
Well, you could have did that too, bro. You can always, if you ever got one, you coming this way, you're gonna be here on a Tuesday. Even if we got a guest, pull up. You in this bitch.
Say no more, man. I appreciate y'all hospitality, man.
Yeah, bro. We got an open door policy. We got room for spectators and more out here, man.
Cause I got a lot of them, and they ignorant just like me, probably even worse, and y'all love it, bro. Like,
come fuck with us,
man.
Love it, man.
So definitely shout out to y'all. Shout out to Hanging with BL, Brennan, the podcast. I'm also on another podcast called the Modern Day Nigga Network. So y'all check that out. Well, niggas are always gonna nig, bro.
I like
that is the truth. I
so.
got blocked on Facebook one time for saying niggas gonna nig.
I mean, they do.
But they low key like, I couldn't use my page for a couple of days. I'm like, damn, but niggas do be nigging. I'm like, I don't mean no harm by it, but it's the truth.
It's the truth.
So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I really truly appreciate y'all for real, man. Y'all like stuff like this just makes me keep going. This keeps me alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir,
That's
man.
what I love.
We appreciate you as well, bro, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in next week. And you already know we about this thing. Appreciate y'all tapping in with your boy, man. Share this motherfucker. Send it out to your peoples. Put a comment, whatever. Shout out to my bro, Comedian Byron Brennan in this motherfucker.
Yeah.